Good morning, it's 10 a.m. and I just got dropped off. Our shuttle driver was crazy. I was gonna do 18 to 20 today. I'll probably get 16 in if it's already 10. And we're starting with the big climb up to Dragon's Tooth, so that should be pretty awesome. Good way to start the day. That's all I got. Have gorgeous colors right now, kind of peak foliage season here. Even though it is 80 today, it is so hot, but it's still beautiful. All right, doing the climb, final push to Dragon's Tooth, and then we'll be at the side trail, the Blue Blaze, which I am gonna do today, even though I need to get moving. All right, coming up on Dragon's Tooth. Brush Mountain Wilderness. Got a big climb we're doing here. It's about 2,300 feet from the road to the top, over 2 miles. Almost to the top. It's gonna be some great views. I wanted to get more miles in, but the shuttle driver was just out of control nuts and dropped me off super late, and it's been a really frustrating day, or at least start to the day. The hiking's been fine, so I'll be lucky to get 16 in, and then we'll see. I'm probably not gonna hike into the dark tonight. I think I'll just call it a day at the bottom of the mountain. There's a shelter 2 miles past that, but I don't think I'll make it before dark. And then I will hopefully get a good start tomorrow and knock out 20 or so. I'll have to look at the terrain and elevation gain and figure that out tonight. But just getting caught up in some podcasts and cranking out the miles. It's probably hard to see through the trees, but the sky is just absolutely amazing right now. See if maybe there's a clearing ahead, but it's gorgeous. Good morning. We're just walking out of camp. Super late as usual. I set my alarm for 6. It is now 8:30. I did not sleep well, unfortunately. But this morning, a woman named Mountain Mama stopped by to say hi. She was day hiking, and we chatted for a little while. So, you know, gotta get a little pep in my step. It's a huge climb to start with. It's like 2,500 feet, 3,000 feet. I don't know. It's insane. And it's long. It's like over 4 or 5 miles. So I want to get 20 in today, but we've got several big climbs like that. So I'm not sure how realistic that is for this section. And I would really like to take a 0, but I probably will be just doing a half day if I can even get 20 in today and tomorrow. And I'll leave like 13 miles into Pearisburg. Alright. I cannot see where the trail goes. Oh, this one. Yeah, I'll show you. There's leaves everywhere. It's impossible to find the trail, so I couldn't even really night hike very far. I maybe walk 45 minutes in the dark. But the days are getting so short that I really need to be getting up and getting moving at first light. I mean, it's dark by 6 now. And yeah, not even daylight savings time, like just actual 6 o'clock. Alright. Some great colors as we come up the trail today. Alright, Eastern Continental Divide. That was a brutal climb. It took forever. I have 15 miles left to do. Maybe a little more. And it's 11, so I am going to take a short break and get moving. It's a little hard to keep up the pace when the views are so gorgeous. Good afternoon. It is about 3 o'clock, maybe a little before. It's super hot. I'm going through some cow pastures and then across this road, and we have another 2,000-foot climb. I thought I'd have a lot of flat land up on the ridge to make up some time, but it was that kind of slanted rock, which is just killer on the ankles, and it's really slow going for me with my injuries. So, stressing out about mileage again. I am thinking I really need a 0. It is going to be, a little tough. So, we'll see what I can get in. I'm debating just calling it a day early and then trying again tomorrow, versus I might just push myself to night hike to this shelter and just tire myself out so I get some good sleep and then maybe have a good day tomorrow. Not sure. Play it by ear. Alright. More hiking to do. I'm under 700 miles though. 675 to go. Just a crazy big old oak tree. I think this is supposed to be the oldest oak in the South. The oldest oak on the AT is the Dover oak up in New York, which we've already passed, obviously. But it's a big one. So I barely dinged my knee, or my shin, on a guardrail, and it is got a giant lump now. It's totally random. I'm just glutton for punishment, I think. Climb of the day, and it's absolutely brutal. I still have about 400 feet left. For the next half mile, about a mile and a half from the campsite, I'm definitely going to be night hiking again. I wanted to stay at that last shelter. I think it was Laurel Creek. Super cute. Rhododendrons. Lots of water. But instead I packed out 2 liters. I'm going to keep going because otherwise I'd be 5 miles short. So I think now I'm going to be, maybe it was even 6 miles short. It was just a crappy day for me. 2 in a row, and it's just not normal. So got to figure out in Pearisburg if I'm going to take a 0 or slack pack or something. Unless tomorrow I just wake up with boundless amounts of energy, which I don't see happening. I'm going to be at a point where I'm hiking in the dark, beginning of the day and at the end of the day. My shin swelling has gone down a bit. I haven't given a thumbs update in a while. It's still swollen. And it is definitely, I can put more pressure on it, but not totally. It's been 3 weeks, 4 weeks? 3 weeks. Let's go with 3 weeks. So I'm going to say it definitely got broken. Alright. It is getting rocky, and it's leafy, and it's hard to see. So I'm going to sign off for the night, and I'll check in the morning. So when I say it's leafy and rocky, this is what I'm talking about. It's all rocks underneath, and you can't really see where you're going because all the leaves have just fallen, and they're not all crunched down yet because there haven't been that many hikers. This is a cool sunrise this morning. Unfortunately, it's already sprinkling, so as I finish my coffee up here, I'm gonna quickly pack up my tent before it gets any wetter. So I camped up on this ridge last night. It was great, nice and flat. And it's about 7:30. And I did sleep in a little because I hiked late last night. Not late, like till 7. But it was dark, so I'm about ready to get started. I get to start with a little bit more flat and then downhill. And then a big 3-mile climb. It's going to be very similar to yesterday. Big climbs, ridge walking, short downs, big climbs, ridge walking, short down. This is the trail this morning. It was John's Mountain that we stayed on last night. Again with the weeds. It's me, just me. No cell service. It has been 24 hours since I've had any cell service, which is the longest we've gone in a really long time. Again, longest I've gone in a really long time without cell service. So I'm going to mull over maybe some slack packing options, or taking a zero, but I need cell service to call the hostel to find out what those options for slack packing might be so I can make a decision. But my legs, or just the muscles, are so tired. And after my last zero, I did 22 miles a day for 5 days, so definitely might be worth taking the time off, I'm thinking. Filtering water by the War Spur shelter, and then we're going to be heading out on this big climb. Maybe 6 miles. I'll go 4 miles of walking on this ridge. Up here it's very foggy, so I can't really see what's coming up. I know it's kind of just a really slight incline after that very rigorous climb. Alright, so we just left Bailey Gap Shelter and I'm going into town thanks to some trail angels. I'm just dragging, and so I've been seeing this, well, that was a couple, but turns out they're brother and sister, and they've been working on the trail, and they do day hikes, so they park 2 cars and do the day hike between them so they can do more miles. And so I see them like every day. And at first, they're wearing clean clothes, so I didn't recognize them, because that's how I recognize people that wear the same clothes every day. But we've been leapfrogging each other, so I was talking with them, and they're parked about 3.5 miles down, and they offered me a ride into Pearisburg, so I am going to do that. It's raining today and tomorrow, so I'm going to take my zero tomorrow, and then slack, probably, I'm guessing I'll slack back the 20 from where I'm getting off into Pearisburg. It should be a really easy 20, and I can regroup, and hopefully that will energize me, because I feel like I got hit by a bus. I am so tired, and I have not been sleeping. And my leg is raw from my new brace, so that needs to heal as well. And hopefully that will mean I won't lose too much time. And I'm just incredibly grateful for people's kindness. And they also got me all up to date on where Zippy and Bad Bunny are, Mr. President, and Armadillo. Like, they've been passing everybody, so they know where everyone is. It was super funny. Love the trail gossip. Just went grocery shopping for some hostel dinner for the next 2 nights, and also some resupply to get me through to Atkins, Virginia. Hello, so I'm at Angel's Rest hiker hostel, which is fantastic. Get my groceries out of the way here. Yeah, I don't know. I got on the struggle bus the last couple days, and thank goodness for those trail angels, Maxine and Genesis, who brought me in. I'm incredibly grateful. I just looked, they were asking me, Maxine was asking me questions on the trail, and I just looked at her and I said, I'm so tired. And then I saw them at a shelter, and they were so kind and said, hey, do you need a ride into town? I was like, absolutely. So, taking a zero today. I wanted to be finished November 29th, and after getting here last night, Sticks and Tumbleweed and Happy were here, along with some foot poppers, Lady Slipper and Wanderlust, and a couple other hikers I hadn't met before. Oh, Freebird from Maine. I hadn't seen him since Caratunk. And after talking to people, you know, they're all hiking bigger miles than me, and no one is planning on finishing before the first week in December. So I think I'm just going to have to resign myself to finishing then and take the pressure off. I have about 12 days to Damascus, I'm thinking, maybe a little more, and Colin's going to meet me there. So we're going to have a little time with the pup and the husband and relax. It has been a little frustrating, but I think when I slack tomorrow and then 3 nights here, they call it the vortex now, I know why. It's just so comfortable here and so easy, and all the slack packing services and stuff, just right in the middle of Virginia when you need it most. Here they are. So Angel's Rest is a great place. I would highly recommend it. Yeah, so I'm going to repackage my food and probably work on a video and take a nap, because that's all I have to do today, which is fantastic. Look at that goodness. Roast chicken and steaks. This is how hikers zero day. Good morning. So I'm just taking a quick break. I've got about 5 miles in so far, and I have, depending on where I get off, 15 or 16 left to do. I'm going to try to do the 16 to Cross Avenue, since I'm slack packing today. That'll knock off like 700 feet of a climb that I can do with just the small pack and not my big full pack. So with 5 days of food, so that'll help. I had my 0 yesterday, which was good. I noticed on the climb up, like, my legs still feel super tired. So, you know, I think that just might be par for the course until I finish, but just gonna try to get in as many miles as I can every day, and today is no exception, so I'm gonna boogie along and get moving. Taking a break. So we walk across this ridge line, but we got some good views up here. Kind of a little grassy area to hang out in. Alright, going across the New River into Pearisburg. It was a very unexciting day, hiking wise, and I'm debating going up to Cross Avenue since it's pretty early, getting some of that climb over with today.